very good afternoon and a warm welcome to a muggy capital, AFC Wimbledon against Rotherham United. There's 5 debutants to tell you of in the starting 11 for Paul Warne's men as we embark upon this 2019-2020 season. You can smell the freshly cut grass in the air. The sun is trying to shine through the overcast sky here in the capital. But the optimism is ripe, and hopefully the Millers can bounce straight back into the Sky Bet Championship.
I love all of you, and thanks for thanks for Jesus. Thanks for all your efforts this year. You've been an absolute joy, and I got to hate there without quite. So on behalf of the family, thanks for keeping me sane, thanks for keeping me alive, and thanks for keeping me happy. I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to the Rotherham United promotion show. With the COVID-19 outbreak meaning that we can't hold any physical celebration at present, we have rounded up Miller's players, staff and you, the supporters, for this online event to mark the fantastic achievement of promotion to the Sky Bet Championship. Throughout the evening, we're going to be playing the highlights from throughout the season, whilst taking the time out to speak to those involved in the 2019-2020 campaign. The players taking part tonight have very kindly volunteered their time to do so. With no celebration of their own having taken place yet, we're going to be raising a glass or 2 or even 3 tonight in their honour. This event is going to be largely unscripted, which we hope will add to a bit of the fun and the slightly chaotic nature. And we do apologise in advance for any choice language over the course of the next couple of hours. We're not professional streamers by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not sure that any of us knew what Zoom was 3 months ago. I certainly didn't. And we are sure there's going to be a few bumps along the way in the transitions between the guests at times. So we ask that you please bear with us throughout the course of the night. But remember, though, this is a celebration of promotion. So grab a drink, get comfy, and enjoy the evening. Our first guest tonight is the man who brought the Millers back to Rotherham in 2012, having saved the club in 2008. And under his stewardship, the club rose from League Two to the Sky Bet Championship and is in as good a place as Rotherham United has ever been, both on and off the pitch. I'm delighted to welcome the chairman, Tony Stewart. Tony, congratulations, you're back in the Championship. How pleased are you tonight?
Ecstatic, Rob. It seemed a long time waiting to find out where we sat at the end of what was seen as the end of the season, and it's been well worth waiting for, Rob.
It wasn't decided in the most conventional fashion in the end, but the Millers got what they deserved, didn't they, for their efforts over the season?
Yeah, I worked out we played something like 79% of the games, what you would call normal games. And whether it was point per game or whether it was where the position that we're at. We finished second both ways. So, yeah, we've got what we deserve, Rob.
What do you make of the job that your manager, Paul Warne, has done this season? It's never easy, Tony, when a team gets relegated to bounce straight back, get promotion at the first attempt, but that is what Paul and his players have done this year.
I think Paul and his staff have done a fantastic job. It's not easy. It is a tough league. And I think you've got to look at where recruitment played its part as well, Rob. And I think the preparation this time, the experience that we've all earned over the many years, it's a good band of people, and I enjoy it. And hardworking, intelligent, and producing the results.
And how satisfying is it as a chairman to have you've got a young team here, a young group of players who are hungry, they're under contract. Is there more to come from them? Are they going to improve even more as time goes on?
I think there's a lot to come from them. Quite a few of them. A lot of them have played before in the Championship, so there's no learning curve for them. I think the recruitment again will kick in. Already, I think there's a player that's arrived at the stadium talking to us. So, yeah, I think we'll be more ready this time round in the Championship, Rob, because experience and practice hopefully makes a more perfect approach to the role that we've got. And we know that, as I said, League One isn't easy. But when you move into the Championship, as you know, we've had a taste of that 4 times in the last 5 years. And but yeah, I think we'll be more prepared, and we're looking forward to it.
Now, there are all sorts of moments during a promotion season, Tony, that you can look back on fondly. But have you got a personal highlight of the season?
I think when we went to Portsmouth, I think that was when we won Portsmouth one game, and I think it was back up here, or did we lose? I can't remember. I think all the games were early on, Rob, that we played away from home.
I think you've got another signing on the cards there, Tony, in the background.
They're eager to get on board, I'll tell you. But no, I think for me, the early games that we played, Rob, where we went away to Blackpool and the top clubs, and we were winning them. And I think that was something. If I remember, the start was, because we'd got new recruits in, was a bit sticky to start with. But you could see the calibre of the side that we got in. Individually, fantastic players, but yet to blend as a team. And we've seen that blend as a teamwork with good players come together over the season.
You've always earmarked the club as a Championship club. So how much are you looking forward to having another crack at that division next year?
Well, the reason we say that, Rob, because the investment went in. The stadium was a big investment. It wasn't about, just twiddling the thumbs. It was serious stuff. And, that the population of Rotherham is something like 240, 250,000. So the population's there. What we had to do is to create the interest. And I'm sure getting into the Championship, that interest will be rising all the time. The big clubs like the Sheffield Wednesdays, the Derbys, the Notts Forest, and you can go on. It's exciting times. And as I said, a season ago, Rob, we were in it. So there's no shocks or surprises. We know the level of ability that these teams have got. And I look back at when we came down. We came down last time, not all that long ago, with 40 points and 16 draws. And deduce from that what you may, but we didn't score enough goals. And I think the fact now that attention to detail with regard to knowing what we need to do, I think a lot of that preparation's not only gone in, but it's going in.
Now, the ticket refund policy for last season has seen fans who have been able to afford to do so donate their money back to the club and fellow millers in need in the United Rotherham project. Just how proud are you to bring that together and the way that the club is?
I think I have to put a lot of emphasis on Steve Coakley, our commercial director, that's worked hard behind the scenes to look and see what's fair, and he pushed that past me. And Steve Coakley is the author of that, and the fans have been superb, Rob, really supportive. And I can't say too much about them. They've been really great with regard to replies, responses, and we like to think that it's a package that they would appreciate. We've kept the prices the same, but the support that we've got and the replies that we've got back has been really rewarding.
Tony, it's always a pleasure to speak to you, and congratulations on another promotion as chairman of Rotherham United. Throughout the evening, we're going to be watching back highlights from the Millers games this season. We're going to kick off the first of those videos by flashing back to the start of the campaign, which kicked off at AFC Wimbledon. Here are the highlights for August and September.
Deep, headed back across by Smith and turned in by Ladapo, who scores on his Rotherham debut. Substitute Wiles will take the corner, come all the way across and in. Clark Robertson.
And there goes the full-time whistle. Lincoln City's 100% winning start to life in League One continues. The Lincoln bench absolutely delighted. Danny Cowley.
And a good ball too, and a real chance for the opening goal early on here. The cell goes down, the follow-up goes in. Matt Crooks, 2 minutes on the clock, if that. Shrewsbury rocking, Rotherham off to a flyer here, and they're in again. It's Kyle Vassell, it's 2! Extraordinary. Olasunde. It's a good ball to the back post from Olasunde, and it's headed in from on the goal line by Freddie Ladapo for 3-0. Look at the pack break from the corner. It's a good header too, and they haven't got it clear, and it is 4 this time. Richard Wood, the Rotherham captain, puts the cherry on top of the cake.
Aikens working hard to try and win the ball back, but on go Rotherham. Ball flashed across. They'll have a chance of a shot on goal here as well. Off the post, and it's squeezed in. I think it came off Kieran O'Hara in the Burton goal.
Leverson launches it from one end to the other, and they're through. Real chance, just wide of the post.
Inside from Lindsay. Crossed in from Olasunde. It's going to bounce to Ben Wiles, and he manages to finish from the narrowest of angles. And finally, we've got a goal at the New York Stadium.
Nasty over this set piece. Flights it in, and it's beaten everyone. And Rotherham take the lead. No touch needed. And Jake Hastie, on his debut for the club, puts them ahead in the derby.
Space opens up on the right-hand side for Wiles here. That's a lovely touch to take himself into the penalty area. And a lovely finish as well to go with it. Now Ladapo, tenacious as he makes his way into the penalty area. 1-2 with Morris, and he's got the finish too to make it 2-1. Thrown in quickly. And it's a nice flick on 2. And the Bolton defence are caught napping, not for the first time this season. Delivered towards the far post, and early on in this second period, just 8 minutes into the second half, Ladapo with his second of the game to make it 4-1. Having run from Matuk, has the delivery which is sent away only as far as Morris. Cruel deflection, 5-1. Again in these wide areas though, too much time. Matthews unable to deal with the cross, and it's dispatched by Jake Hastie for goal number 6.
In the first half. Ladapo. Oh, he's found Hastie! What a finish! 1-1. 66 minutes played.
He's in position for the free kick. Too far out for a shot, so floated in. Good header flicked on. That's a really good save from O'Leary.
Very few chances they have had in this second half. It's a decent effort there, though, pushed away by Yakola at full stretch to his right.
More highlights on the way, and if you want to send me a tweet, I'm happy to read some of those out over the course of the evening as well. Jordan's been in touch on Twitter at Rob State, and if you want to send me a tweet, he says, tell Tony to give Warney a 5-year deal. So there you go, Tony, if you're still with us. A tweet from Jordan there, and you can send those in between now and the end of the show. Now, joining us next are the two men who've been leading the Millers both on and off the pitch throughout 2019-2020. One is famed for his dedication to bringing the best out of himself and those around him, and the other for his tendency to stick his head on anything that comes his way. Millers fans, please give a warm promotion show welcome to the first team boss, Paul Warne, and the club captain, Richard Wood. We're going to start with Woody. I can see you there. Woody, what have you got with you there? You've got a few things alongside you. You appear to be sat next to some pretty significant silverware.
I've got a beer in my hand for a start.
You've also got a beer, which is perhaps even more important, Woody.
Picked this up today. Very nice looking trophy, which I'm pleased about. Not the way I wanted to get hold of it, but it's a promotion at the end of the day, which I'm very happy. Little bottle of champagne, ready to go, and a little banner. All put up nicely.
It's all good. I mean, you've had your hands on silverware before after those Wembley exploits as captain of Rotherham United, though. How pleased are you to be in possession of a trophy again and helping this club get back into the Championship?
Yeah, very proud. Proud to have led the team this season. Another promotion, 2 in 3 years now. And it's just great to have a hands on a trophy. That's what we play football for. We want to win. We aim is to get as high as possible, and we did brilliant this season. The staff, the lads, and the fans as well. It's been great. It's just strange circumstances now.
Strange circumstances. Well, let's bring in the manager, Paul Warne, as well. Warne, I suppose the same goes for you. It's not exactly the way that anybody ever expects to get promoted because of what is going on in the world at the moment. But I mean, just talk to us about the achievements of getting promoted at the first attempt back into the Championship.
It's a big question. Well, it obviously means a lot. I think the last few months have been pretty stressful. Didn't know how it was going to end, really. But I think we didn't start, although we did win our first game, we didn't probably start as well as we would have liked. At home, I think we struggled to break teams down, but our away form was really good. So if you're watching me talk now and you were one of the kind people who followed us away, I think you had good value for money this year. We were excellent away from home, and the odd bounce the ball here and there at home, I think we'd have picked up even more points. So generally, I was, obviously really proud of the group. The lads have been excellent. The coaches have been excellent. All my backroom staff, and I'd like to thank everyone at the club really. So we've had a real push. That I think it felt different this year. I think there was a real pressure on us to succeed. It felt like we were going into games as favourites in a lot of the games, which is it was a bit unusual for us after the season before. But plus we had to do a lot of replacing. That people seem to forget the players that we lost. I mean, we lost Rodak. I mean, these are the ones I can remember. We probably lost more, but we lost Rodak, Shemi, Will Vokes, Richie Towell, Darren Potter, Zach Viner, Newley, Taylor, Ford, Williams. So it was a big team. They're big players, big personalities to replace, really. And especially, I made many a point about it. Replacing the wingers was difficult. Rob, who's our head of recruitment with Chris and that, done a great job trying to get people in front of us. But if you ever interview Rob, he'll tell you how fussy we are. So it was difficult. Luckily, we got Chio in just in time. And then as the season went on, I think we really grew into it, and the lads get their deserved success. And unfortunately for us as coaches, we're literally just hanging on to them with our fingernails into football. But it's them who get the real plaudits, and so they should. They're the ones who do it.
Woody, for you personally, another season where you've had to play your way back in to the team after being out at the start. Do you think that maybe Warne had learned his lesson on that way by now, wouldn't you?
I keep telling him every year. I'm not always first choice. I haven't been for a lot of years now over my career, but I prove people wrong. I always have done. And what's up, Gaffer?
Oh, did he see me?
Yeah. He keeps rewarding me with contracts as well, which is a bonus.
Hey, who says my management style isn't right? I just get the best out of him every year. You just got. If you tell him he's great, he's rubbish. If you tell him he's rubbish, he's great. So how anyone can knock how we treat Woody is beyond me. He's been absolute legendary for us. And in fairness, after the chairman's, then I don't know whose statue's coming first, mine or his. But in fairness to Woody, he's been top gravy. So we can't moan at him. But we will when we get back in next week. Best I've ever seen him.
Now, Woody, I think I know the answer to this question because you've already shown us what you've got with you tonight. But yourself and the lads, you've got a medal. You've got a medal. You've got a beverage or two there as well. You've not really had the chance to mark promotion, have you? You know, usually you would have a big celebration, and sure, as a group, you would be able to get together. Is tonight an opportunity to do that, to have a bit of a celebration?
What can we do? I'm sat here at home on my own. I've got my family here, but I just want to celebrate with the lads, and it's difficult. You can't do it at the moment. So I'm looking forward to when we go back into training, see everybody, and hopefully we can celebrate them. But it's not right. When it got announced the other Tuesday, we had a Zoom call after with all the staff and the players, and the players stayed on well into the night, and we had a good drink then. But it's not the same talking through a laptop, really, is it? And actually being there, feeling all the emotions, euphoria of being promoted. It's not ideal, but it's a promotion.
Yeah, certainly I can imagine a promotion party with a bunch of footballers is probably a little different than sat on your own in front of a laptop. Warnie, what about yourself? It's often been said in the past that you lack promotion emotion. Have you managed to find any this time around, or what are you going to be doing tonight?
Not really. Not really. I asked the lads. Not really. It's just a release, really. I just think it just takes the pressure off a little bit, especially because the way the world was at the time. No one has secured jobs and that. So for the lads to get promoted, it's great for them. And I know they're all excited to start again. And then we have to try and build another team. Players leave and that, so we have to build another team. So, and it's sad that, although obviously we're all housebound at the moment, we haven't, and we're Woody really. And Woody knows I'm not like a party animal or anything, but I wouldn't have minded a little Vegas trip or a Benidorm trip, just to have 3 days where you can just have a blast and not look at your phone every 20 minutes and not speak to an agent or get a player steaming coming up to you in the nightclub saying, like, I need another year. That'd have been a right laugh. But so it would have been nice. And I know it looks a bit false, but we're a really close group. I think we are. Even the lads who aren't in the team or aren't in the squad, they're still a really close group. And it's really sad. I mean, I watched Liverpool's celebrations and see how happy they were. And I reckon I could smoke Klopp's dance moves. And it's just nice for a minute. I mean, they've all been blood tested. They're all in a hotel, so it's all safe. Well, we haven't had that. So, and it does feel like you missed out a little bit. But then once we get back next week, we start training again, and then the season restarts. Then maybe we'll try and sneak something in. But it is odd. But what's going on in the world, we can't have any complaints.
Yeah, if you want to do any dancing, Paul, we can make that happen tonight. You have to do is take a few steps back.
Yeah, like
sure we could see some there.
He's going. Go on then.
No, he's going to do some David Brent. There we go. He'll get his guitar out in a minute.
It's about the players, isn't it? It's about the players. And as this hour goes on, knowing my players pretty well and being mostly in Yorkshire / Lancashire, they will definitely sup. So I've got a funny feeling you'll see a caterpillar off Woody in about 45 minutes. And then I'll get a text off my physio saying that he's damaged a rib or something crazy like that. So, but, sincerely, I hope everyone who watches this tonight, they can enjoy it, have a drink, watch a few things, see a few interviews off the lads and see him. And I'm obsessed with this, but I like the fans to see the players as humans and part of the family. And I don't like to replace players a lot. I like the fans to get to really know the players and feel a connection with them, because in a game, I always get a bit funny, but I don't like seeing people walk out 75 minutes when your team's down. You wouldn't do that if it was your son playing. So the closer the fans can be with the players can definitely feel that. And I think they give everything for the club. So, I'd like all the fans who are watching it tonight to watch our lads and wait till you see Crooksy. I mean, wow, he looks some specimen at the moment. So hopefully they get to know all the players a little bit better and like them a little bit better and see them as what they are. They're just young men who, apart from Woody, who have got a career ahead of them. So so I hope you really enjoy your night, and thanks for hosting.
Woody, as well, you've both done the quizzes throughout the lockdown. You're kindly joining us tonight. How important do you think it is to have this connection with the fans and to get involved in that way?
Yeah, it's massive. It definitely helps the fans to just connect with us better. We all do community work, go out to schools, and I'm sure that when the fans see players in the street, they all say hello. Not one player will blank anybody. We're all just normal people, nice fellas, got a good dressing room, we all get on. And so things like this just show what sort of lads we've got and what lads the gaffer's brought in. And it's just a great club to be at. That's why I'm still here and want to stay.
I've got a little note here, Woody. It says that your quiz involved as much red wine as it did questions about Rotherham United. Is that true?
Yeah, they were quite a lot drunk, to be fair. I didn't think anybody had noticed, but I think people watching how many glasses get
I got about 10 texts about how many wines you were having.
I
thought
needed
it was like a BBC Two like food and wine programme. So
Yeah.
we're going to try a Merlot now. Ooh,
I did. I started explaining it.
and then
I needed it though. It was tough. It's tough doing the quiz.
you get thirsty, don't you?
Well,
Thirsty.
you're speaking to a laptop and not getting any feedback. No, nobody's replying to you. Nothing. It was just a live feed. So I wasn't sure how much fun to have. Well, I'm not that sort of a fun guy anyway. But I thought just neck red wine. I'll be fine.
Tell a few jokes.
Paul, just finally, before we let the gaffer, you're going to be back later on, Woody. So before we let the gaffer go, how are you finding things? Obviously, it's a couple of weeks since the announcement now. So how are you finding things? Are you already preparing for next year? Are you having a bit of a relax? What are you doing?
Bit of a relax, I wish.
It's
just we're just having meetings all the time, FaceTime with players, watching games. We've got the opportunity to watch loads of championship games at the moment, which didn't start the best, if I'm truly honest. So I'm looking for a better standard this weekend. So we're in constant contact with the staff and, the usual sort of pattern. But we're back in Monday. The lads are getting blood tested on Monday. COVID testing, and training starts Wednesday. So we're back in it, really. So, and that sort of feels weird. Like for Woody, he's got a young family. He wants to go away on holiday. And that's the same for loads of people watching it. But we don't get the opportunity to go away in the October half term or anything. This is it. We're back in again for another 11 months. So that's made it a little bit stranger. But obviously I get my puppy next week, so that'll be good. That will keep my house awake for 3 weeks. And I'm going to take him to the training ground to see if the lads aren't running quick enough. But everything's good. But finally, before I go, because I definitely want to say this, I wanted to reach out to anyone who went to the Oxford game. For one, in my opinion, and it's only my opinion, is the best 45 minutes I've ever seen any Rotherham team play. Now, someone will come on here and say, but in 1962, when John Brecken was retiring, there was a really good performance. But it was an unbelievable thing. But more than that, what happened after the game for my dear friend Rich, what he'd been through was something I've never been involved in football to that level of emotion. And I've never seen him in that level of emotion. So if you were there and you sang and you stayed to the end and you clapped, thank you very, very much. And the away support this year has got us promoted. So if you're one of them people who always gets on the bus no matter what, and you enjoyed us at QPR when Shemi scored 2, I hope you really enjoyed last season. I hope we go on to next season to have as many great performances to make you proud of our great team. And have a good night.
Well said, Paul. Paul Warren, the Rotherham United manager. Richard Wood. Woody, you're going to be back with us a little bit later on, possibly a little bit more intoxicated. But Warner, you can sit back and even if you can't relax at the moment, maybe you can relax a bit tonight as well and enjoy the show from here on in. Next up, we're going to have some highlights as we move into October and November, including in which are big wins over promotion hopefuls Coventry City and Ipswich Town, and a goal of the season contender for Matt Crooks at Gillingham.
He sends the ball in and the header's in. A moment to forget for Marco Morosi. It is Matt Crooks who scores. Smith against Morosi with the chance to double the lead. Up he steps, brilliant penalty. Morosi went the right way, but there was too much power in the penalty. Hadn't scored all season before today. He's already scored once from the penalty spot. And repeat the trick here and seal the points for Rotherham. Coventry down to 10 men. There would surely be no way back. Up he steps and he's done it again. And again it's poor by Coventry. Dear oh dear, what is going on with this Coventry defence this afternoon? It's another gift for Rotherham, and it's Matt Crooks who has his second of the afternoon.
In comes the delivery, back it goes again, and it's in. It's been bundled in. Looks like it's Michael Smith. Rotherham celebrates 6 minutes after the restart. Rotherham looking for that crucial second goal. It's all a bit scrappy. Robertson! Oh, it had to be Clark Robertson, didn't it? the man who left Blackpool for Rotherham. Stuck the nail in big time, hasn't he?
He's stumbling all the way through there. Ihikwe. And Ihikwe's still there. And Ihikwe has scored the equaliser.
Since clearance. It's 14. It's Wiles. Now Crooks. Well, they've had to soak up so much at the start of this first half. And it's Matt Crooks. Nick Hughes. They crossed out. Kolsku's in there as well. It's a chance for another one, and Crooks has got another one. Ipswich all over the place. Rotherham United able to profit.
Tuck and Bene combining. Now Bene goes the long way round. He's got past Grimmer. What does the cross look like? It's not a bad one. What a chance that is. Free header for Smith. For the Gills. Oh my goodness gracious me, what on earth was that? And it's 1-0. Smith does score this time. Instead, here come Rotherham United on the counter-attack. It's a beautiful counter-attack as well. Crooks. Oh, wow. Matt Crooks with the finest of finishes. And Rotherham United are doing it on the road again. 2-0 up, but not entirely convincing in the second half. They might have a chance of a third here. It slipped through. It's Crooks! Well, he loves a double, Matt Crooks, and he's done it again. A brace against Coventry, a brace at Ipswich, and now a brace at Priestfield.
Everyone back for Accrington Stanley. Signal to someone. Wiles takes, and Morris! 1-0! A thumping header, and Rotherham have the lead on the half hour, and it is no more than they deserve.
Here's Cargill. Ooh, that's a short header. And there's a chance for Rotherham to pull a goal back, and it's Barlaser with the final touch. Both Barlaser and Vassell over the free kick as we await the whistle from the referee. Vassell, deep ball into a good area, and Ladapo draws things level. 2-2 the score. Waiting for that whistle from the referee. Unusual run-up, good delivery though. And there's Ladapo again, and it's almost a carbon copy of the goal that he scored earlier in the game. 3-2 the scoreline.
Helping defensively, concedes it. The free kick is drilled in, it's spilled by the keeper, and it's turned in. Freddie Ladapo with the simplest of tasks, and it's Ladapo against McGilvery to make it 2-2. Calmly convert it. 9 goals for the season now, and for the second game running, he's at the double.
Thank you for all of your tweets that you are sending in and getting absolutely loads of those. We're going to get through a bunch of them in a little while. But up next are a pair responsible for 23 of the Millers' goals between them in 2019 and 2020. What one lacks in quantity on the goal front, he certainly makes up in quality. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the Rotherham United strikers Freddie Ladapo and Kyle Vassell. And we've also been joined by Chirwa Bene and Matt Olasunde as well. They've jumped in at the last minute because we're going to do something a little bit fun in a couple of moments' time. So, gents, thanks for joining us. Let's start with you then, Freddie. First season with the Millers, ends in promotion. How delighted are you with that?
Say that again.
Are you there, Freddie? Turn your video off.
Good. Okay.
There we go. We can see you now. We can see you. We can hear you. Your first season with the Millers, and you're going up. So
wait, that's Matt. That's not me.
Oh. Where's Freddie? Is Freddie there?
I'm here, but that's Matt. That's not me. That's Matt's video.
See, I can see this is the glory of Zoom. You see, a live Zoom.
Now
Right, Freddie.
you're here.
Freddie, I am asking you a question.
Okay.
How delighted are you with promotion in your first season? We can see you. You might be able to see the other guys, but we can see you.
I'm very delighted. Like, it was very pleasing that we got the decision in the end, and I'm sure, like me as well as all, happy with it that we're not able to play in the championship where we came from in the first place. So we're all buzzing.
17 goals in all competitions and didn't even get to finish the season, and then 19 the season before. Are you ready for a bit more of the same in the championship? You fancy that?
Yeah, it's always been my lifelong goal to play as high as possible. I've had the opportunity and the blessing to play in the Premier League, and I haven't had a chance to play in the Championship yet, but I'm hoping that I can, do the same as what I have been doing the past couple of seasons.
Now, Kyle, Freddie has got plenty of goals to his name, but are any of them as spectacular as yours that you've scored this season?
None of them. And if you combine all of the yards of his goals put together, it wouldn't get to my one against Hull.
Oh, that was a special goal. We also had the overhead kick against Peterborough, the whole goal. Do you like to bring him back down to earth with reminders of those goals?
Yeah, I mean, they're just instinct, really. You see where the ball is and you just try and put it in the back of the net. Glad to score them. I'd rather have 17 of Freddie's goals than 3 of these spectacular ones. But you take the ones you get. You take the ones you get.
Matt, let's come to you now. I mean, how good is it for the players to? I know it's a bit strange, isn't it, winning promotion in this way, but it's still a promotion at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really the way you would have wanted it to happen. You'd obviously want to play out the season, finish it off, and actually have that feeling of being promoted. But I mean, at the end of the day, we still were able to put ourselves in that sort of situation. So, I'm still happy to be promoted. Promotion's a promotion, but still excited.
And Chio, tell us a little bit about this group of players. You seem quite close. You've had a lot of success now. How would you describe Rotherham United as a group?
There's a lot of togetherness in our team. Everyone's together, and we have a great group of leadership. And I think that's a big part in our team this season. Obviously, Woody, great leader, helped the team, and I think overall, throughout the season, everyone knew the role and everyone knew the job. And I think the desire to win and the desire to work hard each and every day was a big part in our season this year.
Right, we're going to have some fun now. This is where the chaos really begins. It's probably more problematic for you, this one, Kyle, because I'm told that you like a property and you live in a mansion.
Whoa. Who told you? That's not good.
That's the note that I've got here.
Wow. Wonder who's passed that on. No, I'm humble. I live in a humble property. I do like property. Yeah, I used to be a builder. To be fair, I live on the same road as the chairman, so you can take what you want from that. But it's my house. My house is probably the size of his garage.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to have a bit of a scavenger hunt. The first one of you to bring me back the following items is going to win the prize. Well, you're going to win absolutely nothing, but other than the bragging rights over your fellow teammates, which some might argue is the most precious prize of all. So on my instruction, I want you to get the following things. So listen carefully. You need to go and get a right shoe. Has to be a right shoe.
Everyone's going now.
Everyone's got. There's another 3 things to go and get. We'll let them go. We'll see who gets this.
You got me running.
I think Kyle was the first with a shoe.
Oh, you got me running.
I think Kyle was first with the shoe.
I think so too.
You think?
I don't know.
See, I can only see 3 videos. It's
all that ain't good in 4 walks, is it? You need more space than that.
Let's have a look. Right. Okay. Right. You need to go and get. That was the practice run. You need to get 3 items, not just 1. Right, you need to listen to all 3 of the items. Right. You need to go and get a toilet roll. I know they're a rarity these days, but you need to go and find one. Something blue. and you need to find an alcoholic drink.
Blue and alcohol.
Blue alcohol toilet roll. Go for it.
Something blue.
Toilet roll. Blue, alcohol.
Alcohol. Something to drink. Is there any
love the
alcohol?
fact
Any
that
alcohol?
The guys are sprinting
Open
around.
it, man.
Taking this very seriously.
Get me to
Drink.
Right. Okay, that was pretty close because Matt jumped in and was cheering at the same time as Kyle.
No.
I showed my items.
Nah, I didn't see it.
Right. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's put it to a vote.
I didn't see it.
If I don't think you.
Whoever saying Freddie won is a liar.
I thought Kyle and Matt were pretty close there, but I do think that maybe Matt just edged it.
I don't know. No,
because Kyle's not happy.
Chill about paper towel.
Has he got a kitchen roll instead of a toilet roll?
Yeah,
if you half it, it's the same thing.
They're very different things. You don't want to use kitchen roll for that. Matt, congratulations.
Yes. Cheers.
Oh, man.
Right, you can all have a relax again now. Big thanks to Kyle, to Matt, to Freddie and Chio. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for being such good sports as well. And putting great effort into that, real competitive spirit there. Racing around. Go and get those. Well done, guys. Well done, and thanks for joining us. Now it's time to take a look at the action on the pitch as we move into the busy Christmas period in the year 2020, starting with the hosting of Rochdale at the New York Stadium.
Again, an opportunity to drive at the defence, and it's a fierce header, and it goes over the top from Carlton Morris.
Wiles winning the corner kick. Will be taken by Jay Casti. Good delivery, and it's gone over the line. Rotherham are in front, and that might have just got enough a defender, but they won't care. Rotherham lead. Player who was fouled. Decent ball forward, might fall invitingly, and Hastie's there in front of goal, and it comes off the crossbar. Still a big opening for Rotherham to tie it up. Smith can't make it happen. Up and under coming from Iwekwe, Robertson, and it's in by Ladapo for 2-2. Referee says play on a Sunday down the right-hand side, in towards the danger, and Ladapo, 1-1. Very similar to the Chet Evans header in the first half. Freddie Ladapo getting up well and flicking it low into that bottom right-hand corner. Piece drilled back into the danger area by Rotherham. Opportunity for Thompson, shoots, good save, but there's Matt Crooks from a few yards out to stab the ball home and equalise things for Rotherham. So with another corner. Back across goal, and they've got their goal. Rotherham United are doing it on the road again. Lost it. Pressure still not away. Thompson puts it across. Oh, they've done it in the 97th minute. Rotherham United have stolen 3 points. Jubilation in front of the travelling fans. The rebound out again towards Carlton Morris. Plenty waiting for it, still in the middle. And it's headed in by Richard Wood. Lots of extra space for Rotherham to do damage with it. Here goes Crooks. Deflected in. It's 2-0. It's gone in off Dan Butler. It's Morris to take. Wood up there again. And it's gone in, and it looks like an own goal again. Rotherham have tormented Peterborough all day. It could get better for them. Smith, Vassell, oh what a goal! It's 4-0, and that's the pick of the bunch. Kyle Vassell with an absolute beauty. Puts his corner. To that back post, and they've got the lead. Massa over it, but Massa strikes it, and that's the moment for Rotherham United. 5 minutes to go, and they've found what surely will be the winner. Oh, Benny now drives away from one challenge, across the face of goal, and there's Carl Fussell to give Rotherham the lead. So good at home so far this season. Forward for Fussell, who gets in behind the back four. Carl Fussell's in here, and what a wonderful finish that is from Carl Fussell to make it 2-0 to Rotherham. A straight forward ball forward, route one over the back four. Now Fussell, the goal scorer, already a brace to his name, clipped in towards the far post. Richard Wood scores to make it 3 for Rotherham. On the stroke of half-time, in added on time, in fact.
And plays it out to Ogbene. Ball in from Ogbene! And there's the opening goal. Kyle Fussell rises and nods his team into the lead. It was Adelakian who was involved in the first goal again, and it was a similar switch like this to Ogbene. Can he dig the cross out again? He stands it up for Smith, and it's 2-0. It's almost a carbon copy of the move which generated the opener. Lovely pass. Now, here's the substitute, Ladapo. Great work from Ladapo. Can he get his name in the score sheet? Saved by the keeper! And then Ogbene is there. That's his first goal in English football.
Oh, delivering this one towards the far post. And it's Ehekwe arriving. Ehekwe has halved the deficits. 10 minutes to go until half-time.
Rotherham corner. Headed on and headed in! Richard Wood, the Rotherham skipper, and the goal will stand. And in this top of the table clash, it's the home side who strike first.
This is the Rotherham United promotion show. Thanks for joining us this evening. We've had loads and loads of tweets coming in. I just want to get through a few of these because otherwise we're not going to get through all of them. This one's from Jimmy. It says, please can you give a shout out to the team and say congratulations from the Thurcroft Goons. Happy to do that. James, shout out to David Clarkson and Lucas Dunn watching the promotion party in Basingstoke. Can't wait to get back to the New York Stadium. Come on, you Millers. Stacey's got in touch on Twitter. Cole, age 7, would like to congratulate Rotherham on promotion and cannot wait to get back to watching the matches being played as a season ticket holder with his granddad. This one, let's get through a couple more here. We've asked one for Frog Benny to do a dance, but he's gone now, unfortunately. We'll see if we can do something about that later on. Alex says, hi, just sending this in to say, could you please give a shout out to my sister Sophie? I know she is watching this. Happy to do that. Alex, if you want to tweet in, we have got loads and loads. Thank you so much for getting involved tonight. At Rob Staten, if you want to send those, I will try and read yours out between now and the end of the evening. Right, up next, we've got a quartet of Millers that we are sure you will enjoy hearing from. Please welcome Matt Crooks, Michael Smith, Dan Barlassa, and Jamie Lindsay to the Rotherham United promotion show. We're going to start off by having a word with Dan. The first question is for you. It sounds like you're going to go back to Newcastle to challenge for a place in the first team with your boyhood club in the Premier League, which is totally understandable. But what we want to know is, if there's a chance to go out on loan again at any point, would you be happy to come back to Rotherham United?
Was that to me?
Yes, Dan.
Yes, of course I would.
Hey, what a group this is, by the way.
How posh are you speaking, Dan? Speak properly.
We were trying to make you feel at home, Dan, by putting a fellow Geordie in Michael Smith.
Guys.
He's accusing you of not using the accent there.
That's very posh.
Better say why I'm man, and then it'll make it better.
He's from a rougher area than me. That's why.
What a group this is. Not the last lot. Terrible. How boring way.
Great group.
Matt, I'm just looking forward to getting to speak to Matt Crooks with the way he's dressed. Smudge, first of all, though, have you done any work on behalf of Paul Warren to try and convince Dan to return? I've heard you do a cracking rendition of Fog on the Tyne.
No, I haven't yet. I've played a few rounds of golf with him, but no, I haven't managed to persuade him yet. There's plenty of time though. But I'd love to see him do well at Newcastle first and foremost. But to have him back in the Millers would be good.
Dan, how did you find it at Rotherham?
Brilliant. Obviously, tricky start for everyone really. But I was in and out of the team at the start, and then I think it was October time I got in. Obviously, relished my chance and just kicked on from there really. And obviously, we went on a good run and got top of the league, and we just kicked on from there.
Now,
but I loved every minute of it.
Crooksy, we know that you'll have got your eye on that Goal of the Season award, which is coming up for your lob at Gillingham.
It's a shank.
But
I can't believe Vass is trying to claim that. Impossible.
Apparently, we're not going to decide Goal of the Season. We're going to have some alternative awards for you later on, which you might be interested in. The Goal of the Season trophy normally goes down to a vote. So if you want to justify why it should be yours, while we're giving you the platform and the opportunity to deliver that.
Well, it depends what you like. If you like hit and hope and just like, because he didn't really look at the goal, did he? He just hit it because he had no picture in his head, so he panicked a little bit, hit it. Whereas I'm knowing what I'm doing straight away. As soon as Jamie will get that ball and he had to like dig it out again.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, Vass's goal was nice, but mine was better.
And on top of that, Matt, a part of you slightly annoyed that Kyle Vassell followed it up so soon after with the overhead against Peterborough and then the whole goal.
Yeah, I remember Vass on that overhead kicking, and there was I think it might have been 2 games later, and I thought this is a chance to get on back because I had an overhead kick opportunity, but I think it was like 10 rows up, nowhere near.
Michael, you know a thing or two about goal scoring. Which was the best goal?
I stick with Crooksy on a Romy striking partner.
What's come on?
No, I'd say all round Crooksy's. I think what makes his goal special is the touch before the dink and then the vision. So I'd have to go Crooksy's. Sorry, guys.
Cheers.
Jamie, how have you found your first season south of the border? You're another player who probably chose to join Rotherham United with the vision of getting into the Sky Bet Championship, and you're going to have that opportunity next season.
Brilliant, It's been a great season, great bunch of boys as well. But first season in England in League One, and then I've got a championship to look forward to, so can't wait to get back.
The Q&A session with the coaching staff a fortnight ago revealed a really lovely story in trying circumstances when your newborn son was taken ill and then a teammate of yours left the players' night out to accompany you to the hospital. Did Sean McDonald's actions that night just reaffirm what a great group of people are at this football club?
To be fair, because I didn't expect, well, you wouldn't expect anybody, do you know what I mean, to leave London to go to Glasgow, but fair play to him, and obviously I appreciate it, and I've thanked him a few times, but it was brilliant for him.
And Crooksy, how would you describe the the group of players at Rotherham United and how close you are?
Yeah, it's class. Even last year when I first came in, the group was good, and then I think the gaffer just knows the right people to bring in that won't affect the harmony that we've got, and all the lads that have come in this year have all added to it. Obviously, what's going on as well, we've all probably come close together through that as well, and just a good group of lads who work hard for each other and enjoy the footy.
Right, we've got the serious questions out of the way now. It's time for a bit of fun. So this is going to be a Mr. and Mrs. style question session. So you're going to need your whiteboards you've been provided with.
Oh, we'll get it.
Oh dear. So it looks like Michael and Dan, you've got yours. You've come prepared. The Geordie lads know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right, Jamie's got his. We'll just wait for Crooksy. Take your time, Crooksy. And have you got a pen as well? That's the other important thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. I think as Crooksy left his at the training ground or something, has he had to go and get that? Is this typical of him?
This is typical.
Oh, it's typical, typical.
They spent more time on the outfit than they're getting the whiteboard ready.
Exactly.
I'm back, guys. I'm back.
Oh, you have to be quiet now, lads, because he's back. Right, here it is.
Many apologies.
Right, he's got his whiteboard. Right, here we go then. So Mr. and Mrs. Style, we're going to have Matt Crooks and Michael Smith on one team. That's our first
unbelievable team.
First couple. They're going up against Dan Barlasser and Jamie Lindsay. So they're the two teams.
Dan.
So,
Come on.
So Crooksy and Smithy, you're going to go first. There are 5 questions that you have to answer about your teammate. You're going to point for every time you get an answer that matches. So you're both going to be writing the answers to your questions at the same time with the aim of hoping that they're going to match when I tell you to turn them around. So are you ready? Crooksy and Smithy first.
So excited.
In a one-on-one situation, where a pass would result in a certain goal, who is more likely to go it alone out of the pair of you?
Oh.
Brooks is having a big think about this.
You're confident there, Smudge.
Oh, those as well.
Right then, are you ready? Have you done
Yeah.
it? Right, let's have a look, Michael. Stick your whiteboard in the air. He's gone for himself. Let's have a look at Crooks' answer. I can see that.
Yes.
Smudge.
He's got it. So it's 1 point for
Are they allowed to talk to
Smudge
each other?
and Crooksy.
You on me, on you?
Well, you probably shouldn't be negotiating. No, just write the answer down. Do it a bit quicker next time. So, number 2, if you asked your Miller's teammates which one of you would say they are least likely to want to room with at an away game. So if you asked your teammates which one of you two would they say they are least likely to want to room with at an away game?
Done.
Right, go on, Crooksy. What you put?
Myself.
Oh.
They've both gone. They've got it right. 1 out of 2.
He is the worst snorer in the world.
Is that the only issue?
Deep breathing.
Disgrace.
So number 3.
What are your Geordie dance tunes?
If you were to ask Paul Warren which one of you was hardest to manage, who would he say? You ready?
Yep.
Crooksy, go on. You go first.
Smudge. Oh my God!
Oh, they've got it wrong.
Are you sure?
You're 6'5" and jump 6 foot. That's his problem, mate.
You never win any headers.
There you go.
And you always win if you get dropped. Straight in.
Right, you ready for the next question?
Yeah.
If the club were to sell either of you, who do you think they would get the most money for?
Ooh. Younger. You ready?
Right then.
Yeah.
Go for it. Crooksy from Smudge. And what's Crooksy put? I need to see it again. Just hold it up. You got it right. So you got 3. It says there was 5 questions here, but I've only been supplied with 4.
You have to make one up yourself.
Yeah.
So do you want to make up a question?
Go on, Dan. Give us a question.
He's having a good think. He's rubbing the chin.
That chin strap.
Trying to think of a suitable question because people's watching.
Yeah, it's a family show, Dan.
I'm under pressure, yeah.
No smut.
Come on.
Who's got a better, weaker foot? What we used to.
There you go. Who's got the best weaker foot?
Nice swingers.
I tell you what, you can think of a 5th question for them as well in a minute. So get your thinking caps on as well. Who's got the best weaker foot? Right. Go on then, Crooksy. You show us first.
3. Oh, Smudger.
What did you put there?
What? I think yours is better than mine.
Respect me, swinger, please.
Right.
Eh?
So 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Right, guys. Dan, Jamie, are you ready? 3 to beat.
Oh, here we go.
Come on, Dan.
Absolute nuggets.
In a 1v1 situation, where a pass would result in a certain goal, who is more likely to go it alone out of the pair of you?
Oh, you both like shooting.
Try and pass it again.
Yeah.
Both like shooting. Dan's going to make one of those stupid wobblers that he never scores from.
Nosebleed when he gets in the box.
Right, Dan,
That's
are you...
cheeky.
That's eager, that.
Look, Dan changed his answer now.
Dan's gone for Jamie.
Nice, Dan.
What's Jamie gone for? He's gone for himself, right. So that's 1. Number 2, if you asked your Miller's teammates, which one of you would say they were least likely to room with at an away game?
Well, I don't know because I think we're both good roommates.
Oh, we got on well as well. It's tough that.
That's cute.
Get off the fence, Dan.
I'll just say me, but I don't know.
Jamie said himself.
Get in.
Dan said the same. I have to flip
Too honest.
videos. So
Perry got no cojones going further.
Nah, just nice people.
Nah.
If we were to ask Paul Warren which one of you was the hardest to manage, who would he say?
That's a very hard one.
Very hard one, that. You look there.
The Dan
Yes.
said Jamie said that's 3 out of 3.
Come on, Dan. 1 there.
Well, I've got a couple of different questions here to mix things up a little bit. You've both got accents, Scottish and Geordie. To a stranger, who would they say is hardest to understand?
Don't even need to think, Dan. Come on.
Conferring. You can't confer, can you?
Dan's put Joe, right, it's 4 out of 4. You've already won, but should we do the last question anyway?
They got one wrong, didn't they? Hang on.
Did they get one wrong?
Yeah.
Apologies. Right, so it's 3.
It's against us, Smudge.
This is to win. This is to win. This is the big question.
What we're going for here, Smudge? We need to think something out.
On a team night out, who is most likely to go missing when it's their turn at the bar?
Yeah.
Who do you reckon, Smudge?
I don't know.
By the way, how bad's Dan's
I've
top?
never had a drink off either of them.
How bad's Dan's top?
Aye, right, Smudge.
Right, Dan, go for it. Let's see what you put. You put Jamie.
Yes!
So there we go. They've done it by a point. Well done. So congratulations to Dan and to Jamie. You are our winners tonight. We're all going to see you again shortly for the alternative awards, which are coming up, which should be fun as well. So now it's time for what would prove to be the final 2 months of match action in the Sky Bet League One, as the COVID-19 outbreak brought a premature end to the 2019-2020 season. The final 2 months of the campaign featured important wins over Lincoln City at Sincil Bank and a last-gasp triumph at Accrington Stanley. Here are the highlights for February and March.
Good challenge from Thompson. And that's nicely done. Crooks. Smith! 1-1! They were only behind for 2 minutes. Corner for Rotherham. Barnison will take it. Smith closing in! What a start to the second half. I make that 40 seconds there or thereabouts after the restart. 2 now. It's been very entertaining. That'll be no consolation to Rotherham if they can't find a winner. Wiles' layoff. Ladapo! Or maybe they have found one. Off the bench and onto the score sheet. Wow, this is some match.
Ball's given away and ball over the top. Great control from Vassell. What can he do here? He's got Matt Crooks in the middle! Super goal! Super header from Matt Crooks. And he points to the sky in memory of his friend, late Jordan Sinnott.
That's an interesting searching ball forward. There's Vassell. Good strength. There's Crooks! And there's the equaliser. Hour gone. And Rotherham United are all square. Look at all those red and white striped those shirts forward again. There's Ladapo! Oh!
Barleza with the corner. And again, he looks for the far post. And it's headed back across goal this time. And Freddie Ladapo, within 3 minutes of coming on, has scored for Rotherham United. His 12th goal of the season. Barleza. It's a lovely cross, and it's Wiles! Ben Wiles, who hasn't scored since September, has surely grabbed the winning goal for Rotherham to keep them on top of League One.
In comes the corner, and Morosi claims it, does he? It's in! A goalkeeping error has been punished by Freddie Ladapo.
Morris making way for Nombe, Retain and Walsh. So there's Freddie Ladapo, he's got a goal in him. Ladapo cutting inside, Ladapo! And the table toppers lead. Who else but Freddie Ladapo? 4 in 4 for the striker.
Back to Crooks. Corma lets it run for Wiles. Decent delivery. Oh, and that's a fine finish. And it's Jamie Lindsay that puts his name on the score sheet.
Welcome to the Rotherham United promotion show. Let's get through a few more of your messages and tweets that are coming in here. This one is from Steve. It says, please thank Warney for his dedication to Rotherham and the manner he led the team to promotion. All the birthday messages, quizzes, couldn't ask for more from a manager. Up the Millers. Got another one here. This is from Tommy. It says, promotion show, love being back in the championship. Well done to everyone in the club and the fans. Absolutely amazing. A few questions for some of the lads directly. I'll try and get to some of those if I can a little bit later on. We'll see if we can do that. This one from Robert says, a big shout out to Liz Donkin, who is a closet Miller fan and loves Paul Warne. And Richard says, can you give a shout out to Paul Davis for his press coverage? He's a top journalist. Paul Davis is a top journalist and an even better person as well. So we'll try and get through a few of those messages, more of your messages between now and the end. But now joining us are members of the 2019-2020 squad for some alternative end of season awards. These aren't the conventional player of the year and goal of the season prizes, which will be handed out at a later date. Oh no, this provides the lads with a chance to give their teammates some stick with crowns such as the worst dressed to be claimed. I wonder who is going to get that. So, right, lads, thanks for sticking around. Good to see some of you again.
You are?
Have you all got a whiteboard and a marker pen? Because we had a bit of an issue with Crooks. He spending 20 minutes getting his earlier.
Wait, we need a pen. And
apologies.
Oh my
Need a whiteboard and a pen. Here we go. We're currently. You know, while we're waiting, Shia, we had somebody.
What's going on here?
Shia, well, when we had a tweet a little bit earlier saying there's no point to this show unless we see you doing some dancing. So why don't you give us a blast? We're waiting for these lads to go and get their boards.
Oh man, no. I have nothing. I have literally nothing.
You mean you look nothing? You look primed.
What? I have no music. You need to play some music. Give me something.
Hold on 1 second.
Cooksy, something good. Come on.
Matty needs to join in as well because it's always Chio and Matty.
What do you want?
Something I can move to.
Something you can move to?
Yeah. I don't have much space though. I'm like some slow music, you know. That's why I like it. Some
slow music. You don't like it to me. I feel under pressure now.
Oh, DJ, please.
This is live. Oh, Fred's t-shirt.
Huh?
Look at Fred's t-shirt.
Come on, Shia. Oh, so stiff.
Who's this? Who's stiff? I'm not stiff. Oh, I don't know this one. Oh man, that's me, baby.
I hope you all saw that because the music, obviously, that bleeds through on Zoom, and we saw Crooksy dancing along. I saw Chio's dancing; it was amazing. You have to take my word for it if you didn't see it. It was amazing. Right, lads, have you all got your whiteboards?
Yeah.
You all set? We could do with like a little grid view for this. You might have to just shout them out.
I've not got a whiteboard.
Freddie's not got a whiteboard.
No,
I haven't. I just have a page.
I'll tell you what, I'll just run through all of you and ask your answer to this. Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
There's got a number of categories for you to pick your award winner for. It doesn't have to be one of the lads in the chat either. It can be any of your teammates from this season. So once you've got your answer, just yell them out and we'll come to a winner. We'll try and count them as we go along. So the first question is, who was the best trainer this season? Crooksy, we'll start with you.
I'm going to say Cheer. Not for his... Is this best trainer? Because he's the worst of the boxers. Yeah, not Cheer.
I said best trainer.
Yeah. He works hard, but he's not the best.
You see how many one-on-ones he missed in training, bro?
Hey, Freddie, please respect
Where
me.
are you going with this?
Well, we'll be here till midnight if we argue about everyone. Matt, best trainer.
Best trainer. I think I'd have to say Shield as well.
Oh my God. You.
Huh?
Come on, yeah.
Crooksy.
Like it. Tactics, like it a lot.
Right, Dan, do you want to give your answer?
I'm going Woody.
Come on, Dan. Vote for it. Woody's sat up now. Look, he's interested. Woody's gone for Jamie Lindsay.
Nice, Woody.
Jamie, what's your answer?
I'm going for Vass. Just because he's got some quality in training.
Adam Thompson, give us your answer.
I'll go Jamie Lindsay. Chio works hard after training. He stays out a lot, but he doesn't track back a lot in training. He's lazy.
How bad is he in the boxes as well? How bad is he in the boxes?
Yeah, and he ruins possession games before training sometimes. So I think Jamie is he works hard.
Just Tomo.
Ben Wiles.
Love it, you.
3.
Yeah. Love it.
He's just a little bit better than 2 in the boxes.
What do you reckon, Freddie?
I'm black. Good player.
Say it again. I didn't hear that.
Icky.
There we go. Right. Okay, who we got left? Is still, I think, Michael Smith.
Yeah.
Which one have you got?
I'm going to go Icky as well.
So is that 2 for Icky, 2 for Jamie, and 2 for Crooksy? Is that correct?
I think Jamie stole it. To be fair.
We'll give it to Jamie. Jamie, congratulations, you have won best trainer.
Nice.
Give him a round of applause, lads. That's nice.
Come on.
That's one of the.
Guessing I'm the worst trainer.
One of the awards that you want to have. Right, number 2.
Tomo, you've not got any sunscreen.
I know a sunbed shop near me that does dodgy ones. Oh, I can't say that, can I? No. I mean, yeah, the sun.
Right then, best dressed player. Woody, who have you got?
To be fair, that's hard.
Certainly not Crooksy.
Baggy.
Who you got, Jamie?
Depends what you want. It depends what you want.
I'm going to go for Icky's always smart, to be fair.
Okay. Have you got an answer yet, Woody, or do you need another 10 minutes? Okay, 2. Crooksy?
Yeah, he's got a bit of both. Icky, he can do smart and he can do casual. I like it, Icky.
Adam, who are you going for?
I'll go for Smudge. Smudge is smart. He's always
absolute Stone Island every day.
Dan's the worst. 100%.
You'll get your chance to reply in a minute, Dan. Don't worry. Smudge, who are you going for?
I'm going to go for the skipper. Yeah, he's keeping Reece in business.
Absolutely. Mannigan.
Woody?
Reece Mannigan.
I like it, Reece, yeah.
Nice, good plan.
As well.
Matt, what do you reckon?
I'd have to go for Freddie, to be honest. I think Freddie got a bit of
Freddie gets a vote. Freddie, who would you go for?
I think I'll go for Icky as well.
He's storming away with it. Ben?
I'm going Blazer.
No.
Oh yes, Ben Wiles.
That is a terrible shout.
All designer, but it's all terrible.
Chio?
Icky.
I think he's right. Dan, I think you're the last one, Dan.
I'm going with Fred. Fred the Dapo.
Okay, Icky's won it though. He's
a
stormed
designer.
away with that.
Oh, Michael. Should we
It's
get
a
on
shame
first time? Let's get on first time.
It's a shame he's not here to show us all his amazing clobber, but he has won the best dressed player award. Right, number 3, loudest teammate. Loudest teammate.
Easy.
Woody, who are you going for?
I'll go Chio.
No.
Crooksy?
Chio.
I love you guys.
Dan?
Chio.
Jamie?
Definitely Chio.
Adam?
Chio.
Matt?
Chio.
Ben?
Matt, you do me like this.
What's this? A lot?
Tough. It's tough to either Chio or Kyle Vassell. He can shout.
Mudge?
Probably go Chio.
I'm going to go Lewis Price.
Yeah.
Freddie?
Chio, because he always shouts at Hammy every day.
What?
Please.
Chio? You just defend yourself.
Vass.
Chio, you have won. Congratulations. You are the loudest Rotherham United teammate. Right then. Number 4 is biggest moaner. The award for the biggest moaner. Crooksy, do you want to start us off?
Cheers. That's a tough one.
No,
You come back to me.
That's not
Anyone
tough.
got an answer?
All right, he needs to think.
I think it's Vass. I think I'm going to go Vass.
All right, he's gone with Vass.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you reckon, Adam?
Yeah, Vass 100%.
He votes for Vass. Matt, biggest moaner?
Vass as well.
He's storming away with it. Chio?
Because I sit next to Pricey, I'll go Pricey.
Freddie?
Vass.
Woody, who are you going for?
Yeah,
Who's the
Vass.
biggest
Definitely
moaner? Vass, storming it. Dan?
I'm also going Vass.
Jamie?
I'm also going Vass.
Are you going to join them, Ben? Have you got a different answer?
Yeah, Vass.
And Smudge, your last. Who's the biggest moaner?
Kyle Vassell all day.
Well, he's not able. Congratulations, Kyle Vassell. You're the biggest moaner on the team.
Where is he?
I'm before.
In one of his houses, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, get a big one.
Right then. On to the next one. This is an interesting one. Least intelligent comment from a player this year. That's what it says here.
What is it?
Brilliant.
He's laughing because he already knows.
The least intelligent comment from a player this year. Woody, do you want to get us kicked off as the captain?
No, Dan Barlaser. You were talking about Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man film. And he said that guy, John Legend. He was obviously a complete wrong person. Dan Barlaser. I can see you laughing.
Hang on a minute. Woody, you're going to have to explain to those what was that. He thought John Legend was in Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky.
He thought it was about him.
He thought it was about John Legend.
He thought Rocky Balboa was about John Legend.
Rocket Man.
A Rocket Man was about John Legend.
John Legend. He thought it was John Legend.
Did he see the trailer?
Well, he watched it.
He watched it. He thinks Elton John's John Legend.
Yeah.
Got mixed up, lads.
I don't think we need to see anything else. I think that's the award one for that one.
Some other stuff on him as well. Other one-liners that he's come out with. So
right, okay. So Dan's got a vote there. Crooksy?
Yeah, that one comment was mind-blowing. So, Dan Barlaser.
Matt?
I mean, I didn't witness that comment, but I mean, some of the things I've heard Dan say, sometimes I can't lie.
Chio?
Dan.
Chio.
What, Dan? I spend
together.
time with you. I hear the stuff you say. It's funny sometimes, man.
I can't believe you're doing this.
Jamie?
I don't have a comment like you said, but Dan's definitely the least intelligent.
Okay, what are you drawing there, by the way?
I'm just writing Dan. Look.
Ben, what do you reckon?
Yeah, later.
Adam?
Yeah, I can't remember comments, but I think Matty Olusundi, he seems to be, I think he's confused quite a lot. Like, there's a lot of instances when he's sort of just like scratching his head, like in a change room, looking about like that.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I can't remember a comment, but
Freddie?
Definitely Matt.
Freddie,
Definitely Matt. 100%. Every day stupidity.
I love the way he said that with real meaning. Smudge?
Yeah, it's got to be Dan every day. He's come up with some absolute pearlers at the back of the bus, like. I can't even remember half of them. After the first few, you just stop.
Yeah, there's too many. Just ignore him after a while.
So Dan, tell us about the film Rocket Man.
I can't remember it now.
Great. John Legend's great in it, isn't he?
I don't know what it has. It's just a huge looking back at it now, but at least I've got a couple of laughs of it.
Have you got an alternative answer for us, Dan, before we award you this great award?
No, well, I'm going to go with Matt.
Well, you know, Matt, you came in late and nearly nicked it away, but Dan, congratulations. You have won least intelligent comment from a player this year.
Take that.
Right. The 6th award is Manager's Pet. Who is the manager's pet? Crooksy. Who is manager's pet?
Chill.
How?
Chill.
It's impossible.
Every meeting, you are always there at the front, and you've learned all the kits now as well. So, like, you think you're in the good books. It's embarrassing. Tell me I'm not lying. Tell me I'm lying.
What?
It's true.
It's not. I'm just learning it for my own benefit.
Did you not sit in your room and learn all the kits?
Just well like Tomo.
Nah, impossible.
What about if you take the members of staff for a bottle of wine at Christmas? Does that make your teachers better? No? Or is that just
Who's that?
I don't know. I don't want to name names.
That's the point.
Nah.
You've got to name the name. We're determining who's the manager's pet.
Are you Dan?
He knows who he is.
That's Dan, isn't it?
That's got my vote, definitely, after that.
What did you buy?
I think that's nice.
I think it's very nice.
Yeah, you wouldn't have got my vote, Dan.
So we've got a vote for Dan and a vote for Chio. Adam, who are you going for?
I'm going for Smudge. The gaffer openly says that he's like his son.
Yeah.
How it's got to be the team if he's being called the son by the gaffer, by the gaffer. So, but he gets a bit of tough loving sometimes.
Very tough.
I think he's the teacher's pet.
Dan, who are you going for?
I'll say Woody because he just does what he wants.
That makes no sense.
Freddie, what's your answer? Who's the manager's pet?
Definitely Smudge.
Yeah.
That was so
much tension in that
there. Very
tension there.
Tough love that everything. Nah, he said it more than a few times. It's definitely his son.
Jamie, who are you going for?
I'm going for Chio. Just because how much the gaffer loves him. Like, not Chio's fault, to be fair, but just...
Chio's buzzing
he's the gaffer's boy.
Ben, who's the manager's pet, Ben?
It's definitely Icky.
Yeah.
Great shout, actually.
I like it, Wellesley.
Right then, let's have a look. Who's not done it? Matt, have you had a vote?
No, I would have to go with Wowsy and say it's Icky.
Wow. Big accusations.
Local.
Woody?
Gio. Thank you, Wilson. He's the captain.
No.
He knows what's going on.
It's not.
I always want to squeeze out your Chio.
Chio,
It's Icky. No, it's Icky. Gaffer compares Icky with Van Dijk and stuff.
So I think we had 3 votes for. Did we have 3 for Icky there? And 3 for Chio. So Chio, you get a share coveted award of manager's pet with Icky. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chio.
It's a round of applause. Slow hand clap. Right. 7th of 10. The most rogue item of clothing worn by a teammate to training.
Oh no.
We need the item of clothing and the guilty player.
Cheers. In.
He's laughing. He knows who it is. He knows who he is.
Right, Freddie, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, Chio's lumberjack jacket.
Oh, I knew that was going to come in somewhere. I knew that was coming.
Freddie, that jacket was too sick, man. Come on.
That's an early contender there from Chio. A lumberjack jacket. Do you want to describe the jacket, Chio?
I don't even know what he's talking about, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I don't have it here.
I think it's chill. I think it's a decent jacket.
Yeah, I'm going for. Do you remember the day Julian came in with a Grimsby tracky on? I'm going for Julian for that. That was shocking.
What? Who was that, Jamie? Who wore a Grimsby?
Lammy. Julian Lammy.
Julian Lammy wore a Grimsby tracksuit. Did he know he didn't play for him?
I don't know.
At least he didn't go to Grimsby. Take the wrong turn. Adam, who's your vote for?
I'm trying to think, like when there's bad gear in the change room, it usually gets hung up or sort of hung by a shoestring. I remember, did Trev Clark wear some trainers one day, and he thought it was unbelievable, and everyone sort of hung them up, and he was fuming because he couldn't understand why they was hung up. He was like, they're expensive trainers, they're good ones. I think I remember something like that. Apart from that, I just Crooksy, his basketball t-shirts, very, very baggy. That's all I can think of, really.
A vote for Crooksy in his basketball t-shirts. Crooksy, do you want to have a go?
I'd like to defend myself first.
Go for it.
I can. Honestly,
Go for
it's just comfort, innit? Like when you come to training, it's not a fashion statement. It's just you're there to work. You know what I mean? So I get I like to be relaxed and it makes me feel comfortable. So
you're agreeing?
No, I'm disagreeing.
All right.
I'm strongly disagreeing. But I'm going to go for Jake Hasty. He wore like this blue jacket. I can't remember what make it was. I think it was Dolce & Gabbana.
Wasn't it tiny on him as well?
No, it was Moncler, but it was absolutely terrible, and he's walking around thinking he's unbelievable. But it was awful.
What about the pink one as well? The pink
trainers.
Tell me again, Crooks, who did you vote for?
Jake Hasty has got proper Scottish colour.
Right then. Dan, give us a vote. The most rogue item of clothing worn by a teammate.
He's laughing. He knows who it is. He knows who he is. Matt Alessandro wears these khaki green shoes. Things I've seen him like. But he pulls them off, to be fair one, but I just, nah. He's got good gear, man, but them shoes is a no for me.
What about his United gear as well? Is that?
Oh, he trained in it.
I don't know if we'd mentioned that. I don't know.
No. Is he giving in United gear?
I don't want to say anything, but
Good. Fine for that.
You did get fined though for that.
Good.
Wearing Man United gear. Yeah, do it. We're at Rotherham now.
Matt, do you ever combine the green shoes with the Man United gear?
Never.
No, it is.
Matt, do you want to have a vote?
I think I'd have to say Chio.
Second vote for Chio.
You're missing the point, Matt.
Why is one coming for you?
I don't know, man.
Chio, do you want to have? You can have your say now. Who do you want to vote for?
Pricey came in with Ugg boots before. It was unbelievable.
Ugg boots? What, you
Yeah.
mean boots that are like slippers?
Yeah. And Vass was wearing them around the canteen.
He stole the boots?
Oh, great shout.
So he gets Joe, you're ahead at the moment, unless he gets clawed back. You've got a couple of votes. Smudge, who are you going to go for?
I've got 2. Pricey has a very, very salmon jumper. And Cookie's NFL blue baggy.
Unbelievable.
It's not unbelievable.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna see that blue NFL jumper t-shirt thing.
T-shirt thing.
Yeah, Crooks, Matt Crooks.
So another vote for Crooksy there. You've joined Chio on 2 votes now, Crooksy.
Nice to meet you.
Ben?
Yeah, I'm going to join Blazer with Matty. Just because
Couple of votes for Matt as well. So there we go.
Best I've seen him.
Woody, have you had a vote yet?
No, I'll go for Matty too.
Yes.
But he's not on at the moment, Vass. Oh.
I think he's done well.
I think he actually looks decent there.
Vass isn't on at the moment, but last season we used to do, or we did, like have a go day. So you'd wear your best gear, and then we'd all have a vote who looked worst.
These those tuners.
Vass got voted the worst. He came in the most expensive gear he had.
Oh, there's the salmon jumper.
Nice pose as well.
That is such a dad pose. What his arms doing?
He's on the playground, isn't he?
No, Vass got voted the worst. He came in the most expensive gear he could find, and he was fuming. Absolutely fuming he was. Moaning. That's what he did. That's why he's got the biggest moaner. He hated it. There he is.
I'm loving all these pictures that we're seeing.
Any ID?
Right, little fashion show here. Any ID? There we go. Right then. So that one was won by Matt in the end. Congratulations, Matt.
Oh my
God. Clothing. We've got a pot. We are well over time with this, so let's try and rush through these last 3. But we'll start with Woody for this one. The next award is for the most boring player at social gatherings.
Been a few no-shows, haven't there? Been a few no-shows.
You might have to come back to me there. That's hard, that one.
Ben, do you want to jump in?
Go on.
I'm gonna jump in and throw Freddie Ladapo because he never turns up to anything. That's what.
Why are you lying? I've been to a few events with you. Lying. Stop, Woody. You've seen me at a few events. Let's stop the lies.
Very late to the events, yeah, sure.
But I'm still there.
Freddie, who are you going for, Freddie?
No shows. Probably Chio. I haven't seen him at a few.
Are you all right?
I haven't seen you.
It doesn't have to be a no-show. It can be someone who shows every time, but it's just especially dull.
Dull? Everyone's a bit of a laugh. I'll still go Chio, though.
That does not make sense. I'm getting bullied here. That's what's happening.
Woody, have you got an answer yet?
No idea yet. We're all good lads, aren't we?
2 seconds, I'm going to have to go. The baby's crying.
No.
Let's see, there's... Mudgy's going off to do real life stuff. Jamie, have you got an answer?
Mrs. L getting takeaway?
I don't know, it's hard. I don't know. Maybe I'd say just I've not seen pricing a night out. But
Love it. Hi, Jamie. Love it. Finally, someone said it.
Dull though, is it?
Exactly. So it's hard. That's what I mean. Like every time the boys are there, it's always a good laugh. But I'm just saying pricing because I've not really seen them.
The worst thing is getting on the train to London and not going to Winter Wonderland. That's the worst thing. All day.
Is that Chio, yeah?
You can't get a train all the way to London and not go Winter Wonderland. You can't do it.
It might have been with Hasty having 4 baths.
So Dan, who are you going for then? That
It's Gio.
Gio, do you want to answer? You're getting a bit.
I don't know why. It's pricey, Dan. I'm always in a dancing. I'm always alive.
I know that.
He was doing the dancing earlier.
Pricey says he's not going to come, but you came and you just didn't come to Wonderland. I need an explanation.
Oh no! If that's the case, then I have to vote Freddie.
Why?
Well, because you told us you were coming, and you decided to come with a few uninvited guests.
Wait, he's right here, so say it to his face. But you really there, you didn't have no smoke. You're attacking shot.
Gio's changed his vote, and now Freddie Ladapo is leading. Player at social gatherings. Crooksy, who do you want to go for?
No, I agree with Jamie. I know you say it was the most boring, but I've never heard so many excuses for not coming on a Christmas do in my life. The date got changed at least 4 times, and every time I was busy doing something else. So for that reason, and that reason only, I'm going to go for pricey.
Matt, who do you want to vote for?
I think I'm just going to go with Pricey. I'm going to go with Pricey. Be controversial here, I'll say Pricey.
Adam, if you want to vote?
No, I'm going to go the Goalkeepers Union as well. So I have a big Dan or Pricey. They're renowned for being big, boring lads. But to be fair, this year the Christmas do was unbelievable. It probably actually after that Christmas do was when we went on that unbelievable run. One of the best Christmas do's I've been on. So that's why everyone's struggling, I think, because everyone was in great form. But I've got to go with the Goalkeepers Union, yeah, one of them.
Tomo, you reckon we can do a Twitter poll? Who's better looking at you and Smudge so you can get a few more votes this time?
I'm happy.
That's still
especially how I'm looking at the moment, bronzed.
You're going to have no hair. I can't blame it.
Smudge, are you back with us? Do you want to have a vote before Woody finally gives us an answer?
Yeah, Freddie for his Christmas do exploits.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
Yeah, Smudge knows.
Wait, you need to explain yourself.
Was you went to Wonderland good? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I told you I had a valid excuse. I never said I was going, but I still turned up. I was there for the boys.
At least you can go back to Winter Wonderland. There's a few lads in here that aren't allowed back, I don't think. So,
Woody, it's between Pricey and Freddie here. Pricey's got 4, Freddie's got 3 votes. So you could decide this really. Do you think it's going to be a draw or it's going to go the way of Pricey? So
I'll make it a draw, so I'll go Freddie.
There we go. Freddie, congratulations. You've been.
Thank you, guys.
You share the award of most boring player at a social gathering.
Thank you.
You should have asked the opposite. Who was the best value on the night out? Or was that the
You tell us who's the best value on a night out.
Oh.
Up to you, Karen. We've got a few. He's on the screen now. Probably knows who he is.
love it, tree. Love it, tree.
What?
That's not true.
Lobster.
Come on, man.
We've got the absolute lobster. We know sun cream on.
What's the next, Rob?
There's the last couple here. So, funniest moment of the season. Adam, do you want to kick it off?
Funniest moment. Just it got to be the Christmas do for me. Yeah, there was a lot of stories, but yeah, it was just a funny weekend. It was a great weekend. As I say, that as weird as it sounds, fans might not understand, but like something like that, because the lads work so hard in training, and we're 24/7. Just to have a weekend away like that and let your hair down, really did bring us together. So I think that helped massively. So there's so many funny things that went on there, but I can't really. We tried to get onto the stage, but I can't really pick one. But that's got to be that weekend for me.
Christmas do, funniest moment for Adam. Crooksy, what's the funniest moment of the season?
I got 2. So one was Sunderland away when Jay Casey fell over, running over to the Sunderland fans when he scored. And then the second one, not many people, I don't know if the fans have seen it or not, but we played Solihull away, obviously, when we came back 4-3. And Chio had the ball at the end and he ran through on his own. And the whistle had gone, but he just wanted to like finish it off. So he just like shot. But it was an open net and he just put it wide. And you just see him like devastated because he misses. And then he just jogs off. True, Chio?
Yes, boss. I meant to miss.
Chio, what's your funniest moment of the season?
Oh man, I don't know. Maybe me getting the colours wrong of the opposition in a meeting.
That's Chio's vote. Freddie, you got a vote, Freddie?
Yeah, my vote is for one of the programs that came out had Chio knee sliding. And this was before you even stood, so I didn't really get why he was sliding.
Oh, wow.
Ben, funniest moment of the season?
I'm going with Tree on the miss he did when he tried Turner's all that he meant it.
Chio's misses out in front. Chio, I feel like you've been ahead in a lot of these votes so far.
My life is difficult.
Woody, what's your vote?
I'm probably going to say in Germany pre-season, we had like Ross as fitness coach put on a fun night, and we had some of the staff and players trying to get a ping pong ball out of a box with it, and it was fastened around the waist. You've got to shake about and do all sorts, and some of the lads were funny doing that. Richie Barker was very good.
Woody's vote there going for the German pre-season. Dan, what's your vote, funniest moment of the season?
I'm going with Tomo on the Christmas do. It's just obviously all in fancy dress and getting on the tube and just walking through London in fancy dress. It was hilarious. But like he said, there was so many funny moments that weekend. But I think everyone getting on the tube in fancy dress, and everyone was thinking, "What the hell are they doing?" So I think it was that one.
Matt.
I'd have to say during training one time, Chio got fouled, and he's obviously on the floor pleading. Hami set the play on, and you just hear Chio yell out, "Hami, please!" That's probably the funniest.
Jamie?
I'm going to agree with Tree and Wellesley the Chio missing at the Solihull game.
I meant to miss. The whistle's gone. I was kicking the ball away because we're winning.
The game was finished.
Mate, can you remember when you missed kick the ball and hit your face off the floor?
What? That's a lie.
Anyone there?
I can see it.
I think Smudge has just dipped out. He's doing some serious parenting in the background there. So I've got to say, Chio, that your miss. Smudge, do you want to jump in at the last minute?
In between.
Funniest moment of the season?
Yeah, Chio's miss is definitely up there, but I'd say that Winter Wonderland, seeing everyone dressed up, and Dan Barley's outfit was tremendous.
What was your outfit, Dan?
Courtesy of Mark Crooks. It was absolutely unbelievable. It was, when Caitlyn Jenner was an I'm a Celebrity?
Vaguely.
Well, it was just literally like that.
You went to Caitlyn Jenner?
Had a wig, a top.
Had the like number on the back, in I'm a Celebrity when they have like the names on the back, and then the number to both of them. Had the hat. It
was my number, so I had random as ringing us at Winter Wonderland. And honestly, I can remember someone sent us a photo of me, like it was me, like a picture of me. I was thinking it's random as taking photos of it.
Well, it ended up as a draw between the Xmas do and Chio's miss. But given that Dan had to dress as Caitlyn Jenner for the Christmas do, I think we'll give it to that. And we'll say that the Christmas do was the funniest moment of the season. So
we've got one more leg contender.
Oh, go on.
18 playoff. That was pretty funny.
What's that?
What do you say, Crooksy?
An 18 playoff.
Wait, we're allowed to laugh.
Playoff.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
You thought that was funny, did you?
Yeah.
I bet you would have been laughing if you were training for that in this weather.
I'd have liked to have played it, to be fair, and fun.
Nice.
Right, final one. Which player has done the manager's head in the most? Jamie?
Oh, why start with me there? Oh, Jesus. I'm going to say Smudge because he always takes one touch.
Smudge first vote. Matt, who would you go for? Which player has done the manager's head in the most?
I would have to say Chio just because.
Nah, this is not fun.
I'm yelling his name. I have to.
I see what's happening here. If in doubt, just pick Chio.
Chio, go on, give us a vote.
Matt and his throwings every game. The gaffer's trying to teach him how to be throwing.
The only professional football out gone through a ball.
Oh, wow.
Smudge, who are you going for?
That's a great show for Matt's throwings. But when you're playing on a Saturday, all you can have on the sidelines, Chio! I'm going to go Chio.
Freddie, who are you going for, Freddie?
Between Matt and Chio, actually, but the gaff always says that his missus tells him to stop screaming his name so much, so I think I'm going for Chio.
Oh,
Another vote for Chio. He's got 3 votes.
It's Chio? Am I lying?
If in doubt, pick Chio. I know what everyone's doing here. It's clear.
Ben, who are you going for?
Mine's a bit of a curveball. It is Woody.
Woody?
Yeah, Woody. Yeah, he's in his office a lot.
You lot.
Are you a Mona, Woody?
No,
yeah. I'm helping lads out half the time. That's why I'm in his office. So vote for you lot. But I'm going to go myself, but I'll go Matt for throw-ins. Funny. You do throw-ins just so Matt gets better on.
Matt, who do you want to go for?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I said Chio. Already.
You said Chio already?
Yeah.
You can change your mind, Matt, if you want.
Dan, who do you want to vote for? Who's in the player's head the manager's head in the most?
I'm going to have to go for Matt as well with the throw-ins.
Adam?
Yeah, I've got to go with Matt as well. He openly admits it as well, the gaffer.
And Crooksy, who does the manager?
Yeah, I think the lads have spoken. His throw-ins are just, it takes him above and beyond.
Matt, congratulations! It's the final award and perhaps the most important. Matt. Congratulations, you have won the award 2019-2020 player who has done the manager's head in the most. Congratulations, sir. Well done.
Love it, Matt.
Hello, Matt.
Listen, thanks, lads. It's been long. I hope you've had a good laugh. I hope all the fans watching have had a good laugh as well, learning a bit more about the squad and what they've got up to this year. That concludes the alternative end of season awards. Some interesting answers, to say the least, there. Now, coming up next, we have a very special performance from Millers fan and lead singer of the band The Tivoli, Lee McMahon. Lee has very kindly taken the time out of his busy schedule to record their brilliant track, Drop Me Off, in Rotherham, specially for tonight's promotion show. And it's up next.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to say congratulations to everybody at Rotherham United, from the manager to all the players, the football staff and the club staff, and to all you supporters. It's a fantastic achievement to get back into the Championship, and I'm wishing us all the very best for next season. So Sam invited me on to play a song that I've not played for a very long time, so I've had a right job trying to remember it. So if I get stuck, hopefully some of you might be able to help me out. This is called Drop Me Off in Rotherham.
It's true. Around here has seen better days. Broken dreams run from the architecture. Peeling the paintwork and staining the pavements, not like the times when it glowed like the sun. The November lights at Christmas time, the Tivoli roar, down at no more. So when I'm old, or if I die, I got no money to get me by. When the whiskey's dripping from my tongue, do me a favor, drop me off in Rotherham. 'Cause even though it's a home, I love me mom and dad, and it's my home. Even though the two of them made me born, I never really knew that they're my heroes. The younger brother we used to fight, I threw him down the stairs and he started to cry. And nowadays I think, what a bad move, Lee. 'Cause now he's older, you'll kick the out of me. Something special, but I'm not all that. I only grew tits and I got a bit fat. Thank God I realized I'm just a part of the pack. My friends, we're all a part of the pack, my friends. We're all a part of the pack, my if I die, I got no money to get me by, and the whiskey is dripping from my tongue. Just do me a favor, drop me off in Rotherham.
Stay safe, stay happy, stay well. Good night.
What a brilliant performance there from Lee McMahon and his song Drop Me Off in Rotherham. Right, let's get a few more messages. Thank you for sending all of those in to us tonight on Twitter. I've got a few more here. This one from Glim. Thank you to all of the media team who constantly keep us informed and in touch with the club. They're all a credit to Rotherham United. That is from Glyn there. The London Millers says, well done to all at Rotherham United from the London Millers. Looking forward to the championship. Matt sent us a picture. He's watching at home. Thanks for the party. That is from Craig, Royce and Matt. Sarah says, up the Millers on Twitter as well. And a big shout out To my mate Dave, who's been texting me all the way through this evening as well. I hope you've enjoyed the show that we've put on for you, the Rotherham United Promotion Show. Now, our final guests from the playing staff this evening, who are going to join us now, are Richard Wood, Adam Thompson, Chio Ogbene, and Ben Wiles. And gents, thanks for joining us again here this evening. We're going to be joined by them in just a couple of moments here and have another word with Richard Wood as soon as he's back on screen. Adam Thompson going to be joining us too, Ben Wiles, and we'll get Chio back in a couple of moments as well. Let's start by talking to Adam. Adam, who's with us now. You had the task of catching up with all of the lads who had endured a Paul Warden pre-season after signing late in August. You must be delighted by how quickly you got up to speed and then the part that you've played this season, Adam.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I missed the pre-season. First off, that sounded horrible. But then obviously I didn't actually catch up to speed straight away because I think after about 2 weeks in, I got injured straight away. So that kept me out for a couple of months, frustratingly straight away. So I had to wait until probably December is when I only started playing, which is frustrating. But then obviously the team were doing well at that point, and so it was good to be in the team at that time. And no, it was good. But yeah, dreading the my first Paul Warden pre-season because I hear terrible things about it. So yeah.
Well, let's bring the dab and a Paul Warden pre-season in. Richard Wood is back with us now. Woody, what is it? Tell Adam, what's it going to be like?
It's hard, but I get through it every year. So you're fine. I'm 35 next week. You'll be fine. It's just most of it's in everybody's heads where they just dread it. You get butterflies in your stomach on that first day, knowing what's coming. Runs that he does and Ross puts on, they are tough. But once you've done them, it's in the tank, innit?
Woody, we spoke earlier on. Has the red wine gone out in the end? Is you stuck to the beer? How are you getting on?
I've just had a few Peronis. I can get red wine out if you want me to. I've got a bottle. You can see a bottle over there. I can spy it.
He's having a big night, oh Woody.
Nobody else seems to be drinking though, so that's why I've calmed down now. I've stopped. I'll drink this in a bit.
There you go. Chio's back with us as well. Chio, I've got a very special message from you. I don't know if it'll mean much to you, but you've been spoken of in the same breath as Tony Towner. I don't think you'll have any idea who that means, but I can tell you it's a really good thing. One of the best wingers that Rotherham United have ever had. So how does that feel?
It's always an honour to be spoken in that level, but I still think I have a lot to learn. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I have a lot to learn, and I have a lot to prove to myself, and obviously to my teammates. Stuff like that. It's obviously an honour, and I'm happy to be talked about like that. But obviously, that keeps those kind words motivate me to be even better.
And Ben, you scored a fake first goal, which got your mate banned at Burton, but eventually the real one came a couple of weeks later. After being in the academy system for such a long time, how great a moment was that for you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Obviously, I thought I'd done it away at Burton. Yeah, got him in trouble, and then they decided to take it off me. But yeah, obviously playing for my own club and stuff like that, and scoring on such a big stage, it's an honour.
Finally, Woody, do you fully expect to be out of the side at the start of the new season, only to bravely battle your way back in about 5 games' time? It seems to be the script every year.
No, we'll see. I've just got to work hard in pre-season as always. I just do what I normally do. And if Gaffer picks me, he's got to pick the 11. It's not my decision, is it really?
Right, we've got the last bit of fun for you. You can stop being serious now.
Cool.
It's a guess who game. So we're going to split you into a couple of teams. We're going to have Woody and Wilesy together. Tomo and Chio, you're together as well. The aim of the game is simple. Sam is going to text you the names of some of your teammates. That's going to go to Woody and Wilesy, I think, first. Yeah. It's up to you to give your teammate clues to help them guess who it is. And you're aiming to get as many as you can in 1 minute. And I'm going to have to time it from here.
Have you got a text?
No, not yet.
No, it's me then. So I'm doing them to you, yeah?
Yeah, it must be.
Have you got the text, Ben?
Yeah. I got the
Right.
tape. So
Okay, you've got to guess you can't tell them who it is, obviously, because that defeats the point of the game. You've got to try and give clues, as many clues as possible, and see how many you can get in a minute. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
And your minute starts now.
He's got a farm in his back garden.
Billy Jones.
Correct. He thinks he's Wobble King.
Dan Barlaser.
Correct. It looks like the geezer off Home Alone.
Robbo, Clark Robertson.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
He's huge.
Tree.
Correct. You can't understand him. He looks hard. He looks hard. He used to be skinny, but now he's massive.
Can't understand him.
Injured in a resi. Went swimming a lot. Small.
Jesus.
Sits next to me in changing rooms, to be right. Woody. We'll move on. He's always out after training.
That's your minute.
No.
You got 4. 4
Sure.
in your minute. That's beatable, you know.
One was Trevor Clark. And then that one would have been Matty Olson. He'd have got it, obviously, if we had a bit more time.
Right, Tomo or Chio, has either of you got a message?
I got the message.
Chio's got the message, right, Chio?
Come on, Chio.
4 to beat.
Yeah.
Your minute starts now.
Club captain.
Richard Wood.
Only Danish player we have.
Dan Iverson.
The only red-headed player we have.
Sean McDonald.
Teacher's pet.
Smudge.
Teacher's pet.
You.
was voted the other guy. Best dressed.
Icky.
He wore United.
Matty
Gucci. He always wears Gucci and big brands.
Freddie.
Yeah. Always has a problem with his back every session. He's always had back problems.
Nice.
No back. He always misses training because of back.
Joe Mattock.
Yeah. Very technical.
That's your minute.
Dan Barlaser.
No.
That's your minute. Now,
that
was convincing.
Yeah.
7. 6 or 7.
Nice, yeah.
You smashed that one. So congratulations to Tomo and to Chio. Well done, fellas.
Yeah, well done.
Congratulations. Woody, beaten, I'm afraid. Wilesy, commiserations.
They had easier ones, didn't they?
They were very questionable.
Well done, Chio. Tomo, have you got any message for the lads there as the winners of the final game?
Just know my players, and I thought Skip would know his players, but I don't know whether it was the descriptions by Wilesy. I don't know.
I don't know. I was swimming all the time. Right?
You don't get anything. Wilesy, why did you say he's Irish?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought as well. He's Irish. And then it just narrows it all down, doesn't it?
You're saying he's on your right in a change room when Woody looks at you, so he's then got to reverse it.
So
he was thinking, chill.
Left back, it's left-footed and plays on left. Left back, left wing.
I just thought
It's easy, isn't it, really?
But Kevin Chio saying the only Danish player we've got. Like,
what?
Narrows it down to a T.
That's the whole point of the game.
You've got what to learn now, dear. Come on.
Can't do that. No, I'm not doing that.
Listen, lads, you've got the whole summer to argue amongst yourselves on this one. But congratulations to Tomo and to Chio. Well done, lads. Good sports. Thank you for that. We are nearing the end of the night. We're going to play some videos which have been sent to us by some famous names associated with the club before moving on to a video containing the pictures which you, the fans, have sent in showing your promotion celebrations. Coming up before we're done, though, we'll have all of the players who have been on tonight to finish the event with the raising of the Sky Bet League One Runners-Up Trophy.
Well done, lads. You've played brilliant all season. Deserve every bit of it. And had the season carried on, which we all hoped it would right before the lockdown, we'd have gone up anyway. You know, we'd have probably passed Coventry, I think, because even Coventry thought we were one of the best teams, which we were. We were one of the best teams. Deserve to go up. Well done, lads. Every one of you all played brilliant. Keep them up. And lads, enjoy yourself. You're going to be back to training after the holidays, so enjoy yourself a bit. Not too much, but enjoy yourselves.
From this New York to the real New York, up the Millers. Hi everybody, Howard Webb here over in the USA, now working for Major League Soccer. I just want to drop in to say congratulations to everybody associated with this great football club of ours, to all the players, to all the fans, to Warney, the coaching staff. What a great job you guys have done. To the staff at the club, to Paul Douglas and his team, and especially to Tony Stewart. Tony, you've done a magnificent job over the last few years. You know, I'm so proud to be associated with this football club. I tweeted last year when we got relegated to say that, you know, I've never been prouder to be a Miller, and I'm just as proud. Great football club, great people, and thoroughly deserved after another magnificent season. Every Saturday morning I get up early, I watch the games on iFollow Millers. Thanks to the team, the commentary team, to Matt and to John Breckin and Richard Finney for really bringing those games to life. I've enjoyed every step of the way this season. I've been to a few games, went to Oxford in January, great away day, an emotional day for so many reasons. But yeah, just a wonderful journey this year, and looking forward to what next year brings as well. I'll keep flying the flag for the Millers over here. Good luck, guys, in the championship. We restart in MLS in about 10 days' time down in Orlando, and then hopefully we'll be able to play through to the end of the year. But you know, on a Saturday morning, there's nowhere I'd rather be than the real New York in Rotherham. So don't forget, guys, pump it up. The Reds are going up. Don't you know? Pump it up. The Reds are going up.
I'm sure you'll understand why folk round here all think that we're the greatest in the land. Millermen, the more they try to put us down, the more we'll rise again. Millermen, in red and white we'll stand and fight. We're Millermen. We'll be trying for you in every game we play. All we need is you to be behind us all the way. We'll give all we can for you, but give our everything. 'Cause if you're there behind us, how can we help but win? Millermen, the more they try to put us down, the more we'll rise again. Millermen, in red and white we'll stand and fight.
Great to hear from Howard Webb and Paul Chuckland to see some of those images there from the Rotherham United supporters. Last few messages that are coming in. This one from Connor. Hi, Rob. Can you give a shout out to Matt and Dave running an amazing bus to all away games with the Kimmy Park Away Days family? And shout out to all of the K-Pad lot. Up the Millers, come on you Reds. Nick, thank you for your message as well, Nick. Enjoying the show from home as well. This one from Philip says, any chance of a shout out for my dad, Melvin, supported the Millers through the bad, the good and the great times. Up the Millers. And this one from Jameson says, please pass congrats to all the Rotherham United family from the Washington, D.C. Millers. Make strides in the championship. Thank you for all of your tweets, and you've sent those in tonight as well. And thank you for watching as well. We're going to get all of the lads back together now. On behalf of everyone at Rotherham United, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to everyone that has been part of this evening. I also want to say a massive thank you to all of those who have taken part, from the players to the supporters to the people sending in pictures for our show as well. And now that we have everybody back with us now, I think there's only one thing left to do, and that's to hand over to Woody. Richard,
go on, Woodson.
Woody, do us the honours.
How am I meant to do this though? Just on my own here.
Go on.
The lads are going to cheer the roar from the rest of the lads, Woody, as you lift that trophy. So get hold of it now, Woody. Let's see you on the screen. Everybody, just a hush of silence as Richard Wood, the Rotherham captain, stands up. Ladies and gentlemen, the team promoted back to the Championship, the Sky Bet League One runners-up, Rotherham United.
Get in there!
Up the Millers.
Up the Millers.
UTM. Get in there.
Love it, Skip.
I'd spray me champagne, but what am I going to do?
All right, it'll be red.
Come on.
I'm a sub. Go on.
What, in my kitchen?
Yeah.
It's going to go all over.
Go on, lad.
It's a celebration, Woody. Come on.
Come on, full order.
I'm not spraying it in here. I can't. Warned, Mrs. is going to kill me if I spray it in here. See what happens here. Oh, Jesus. Whoa.
Finish it then.
Love it, Skip.
Yeah, give me a beer any day.
Himself instead of drinking it.
It's not the same, is it? If we're all together.
Let's have one last lift of the trophy then, Woody.
So,
Love it, Woodson.
Cheers, lads. Well done, lads. Very good this season. Ready to. Oh, jeez.
Ready for the Championship. Hey, lads, thank you for being such good sports tonight and for sticking around as long as you have.
Cheers, Rob. Have a good one.
Congratulations for everything you've achieved this season and all the best in the Championship next season as well. We all look forward to seeing you all in the Championship.
Cheers, Rob.
Cheers, Rob.
Cheers, Rob. Take it easy, pal.
Well done, lads. Very good.
Congratulations to all of the players then, and thank you for joining us as well this evening. My name is Rob Staten. It's been a pleasure to host this show from my house in Rotherham, and from everyone at the club. We'll see you back again when Rotherham United are a Sky Bet Championship club. Good night.
Life
You all know what tune this is. Miller's favourite.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I hope everybody's enjoying the Friday night, enjoying the promotion party. Massive congratulations to the lads and the staff. We are back in the championship where we belong.
Don't you know, pump it up.
Once again, I hope everybody keeps safe. And I look forward, well, we all look forward to seeing you back down the New York Stadium as soon as possible. Goodbye, everyone.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.